Hello, my name is Talcha Marquez. I am from Bloomington, Indiana. I was born in Indianapolis. I currently reside in San Antonio, Texas, living with my girlfriend. I'm 28 years old. I went through the foster care system, in and out for years. My biological mother, Tracy Morris, was her maiden name. She would never tell me who my father was. I grew up thinking that my older brother's father was my father, until something happened and he was yelling that he couldn't take his son, and they had gotten into an argument, and that's when I kind of realized, like, why would he not say me too? And then on top of it, my last name is Marquez, and my older brother, his last name is Whitley. So eventually I was gonna figure that out. but so I went through foster care system and back and forth until I was 13, and my biological mother gave over her rights, which was the best thing that she could have done. I wish she would have done it far sooner. Very selfish lady. When I would ask her who my real father was, she never wanted to tell me. She didn't want to tell me anything. That just give up. You're not gonna find him. Also, I was a triplet when I was born. I don't know if they passed away or if they're out there still somewhere. I'm not sure. I do know I was a triplet. I have zero information, so this is like the toughest thing, and I have no leads. Anyway, so I am looking for my biological father. I was told from Tracy, which is a pathological liar, my birth mom, when she finally did just confess that he was not my father. My older brother's dad was not my father. She just told me that she met him at a bar in Indianapolis, Indiana, that he wanted her to move in with him and my older brother, and that she didn't know him well enough, so she didn't, which she didn't need to know anyone very well to make dumb choices. But she got pregnant, and she found out she was pregnant with triplets. So she said she went to go look for him, and that she could not find him. Found his sister, and his sister apparently would not give her any information because she didn't know her. The story may be a little true, but I find it hard to believe some of the facts. I do not talk to my biological mother. She gave my brother up for adoption. She gave me up. I went through some very cruel things growing up. Really, really big adult things that no child should have to endure or much less have to process. And went through countless foster homes, and I was very confused. So this means so much more to me than just sharing a bloodline. This means to me a chance to know who I am, a part of me. I have 5 siblings, biological. I'm 1 out of 5. They all know who their dad is. Every single one of them, regardless if he's a horrible guy or not. The fact that he may not even know that I exist is horrible. And when I went to find her and try to have that hope, unfortunately there's gonna always be that natural bond that you yearn for, regardless of how horrible that your parents were. So when I was 19, I went to go and rekindle with her, my biological mother, And I again asked her, who is my dad? Who is he? She got mad and said, just give it up. You're never going to find him. And that she thought his name was Mark Smith. And that when she did find him, or when she went to go look for him, when she found out she was pregnant with me and my triplets, she said that the sister had told her that apparently he moved back to Michigan. So he's not from Indiana, from what Tracy said. Then the guy who I thought was my father, which I'm actually just happy he's not. But he said that at the time my father was living in Universal Heights, which is like a cove. It has lots of people. It's a neighborhood. I mean, you could be a student, you could not be a student and live there. So my thinking is that maybe he like lived with his sister and then moved after his encounter with my biological mother. Tracy, my biological mom, she married a child molester, a person who was wanted by the FBI, had me across country, over all the way to Alaska, living in a bus, a school bus. It was really hard to understand that my first memories were memories like that. And I had to try and process why she would let all of this happen and why did it happen to me. I almost died when I was born. I was 4 pounds. As far as I know, my siblings were less and they passed away a week or two later. She won't talk about that either. She won't tell me what my dad is. And the fact that I went through foster homes and across country, living with monsters, and this person is out there. It's a part of me, may not even know that a part of him exists already. I could have had a different life. And I feel good inside. And I know that part of my good comes from him. Regardless if we know each other right now or we don't. And if he wants nothing to do with me, I'm willing to accept that. But I'm not willing to accept no answer. And that's where I've been getting everywhere. I even tried to pay to get my long form of my birth certificate, and no such luck because the hospital I was born at doesn't exist anymore. So it's really like every turn that I take is just a brick wall. And I'm pretty strong, but it honestly takes so much out of me. Like I can honestly feel like my body being weakened from thinking and trying and doing all these little, like, but you can't really get anywhere with no information. I sent my DNA to Ancestry.com. That was probably 2 weeks ago, maybe 2.5 weeks ago. So I have about 3 more weeks to go to see if I can find anything through that. I've done a lot with my life. I was the first to graduate. I was the first to go to college, even though I don't know if I was ready. I was so determined to present myself in a way that was unlike my biological mother that I think I lost focus on who I was. And I've came a long way, and I really just, there's this huge hole inside of me throughout foster care. I've lost everyone. I need something to hold on to. And I think me being lost for so long and not knowing for so long has just made it so much worse. And I used to just not even want to try because that was easier. But I'm 28 years old. I'm an adult. And I really need to crack this mystery. I need to crack the mystery of everything. This could have, I don't know anything. I feel like I was lied to constantly, like no one has information. not even the state, my foster parents, they have nothing. My file, which I heard was the second largest in Indiana, from all the crap we went through and going back and forth and shuttling everywhere, that they still don't have anything. I pray and I hope that even if I do get this opportunity to have you help me, that it can still be done. Because with no information, it's really honestly hard to get anywhere, and I get that. But I believe that you have tools that maybe I'm not aware of. And I would greatly appreciate any help that you could give to me. I feel like a huge part of me is missing, and it always has been. I've always been lost. I've always felt very confused, in a daze almost. And have that one connection and maybe a whole other family to connect to, that can be my start of my true healing on the inside. And that's what I want. More than anything, I just want to be healthy, happy, and loved, just like every one of us. Well, that's my story. Thank you.